What's up, guys? What's going on? All right. So, listen, I talked about this, I touched on it in another video, but I wanted to kind of get deeper into it a little bit here and just talk about how there's a mistake I see a lot of, especially newer people to crypto, fall into this mistake, this habit, right? And it's a perpetual cycle of letting themselves down. And what I mean by that is that they're highly influenced by content creators who say things for clicks, and then what happens is it gets people, newer people in crypto, into a stuck state cycle. Okay. And what happens is content creators will do videos about catalysts that are coming up for any given project, and they will swear up and down to the moon that this catalyst is going to catapult the price of whatever project they're talking about to unrealistic levels, right? And then what happens is these newer people to crypto become conditioned to think that only catalysts can drive a project's price. Now, while catalysts certainly can drive the price of a project, we can see bumps. A lot of times, and I've been around in crypto for a long time, guys, and I have seen it time after time after time. A lot of times, the hype of a catalyst exceeds the impact it has on the value of the project. So, earlier I had used XRP as a perfect example when they got clarity on the secondary market last year, last summer. You had all kinds of the larger content creators talking about how that's going to immediately shoot XRP to $5 to $10. And I was the voice of reason in the room saying, guys, 80 cents tops. There's no money in the market. And sure enough, I was right. Right? There's the market cap was less than $2 trillion at the time. There's no liquidity in the market to flow through XRP for it to propel in any way, shape, or form to the unrealistic levels people were talking about, right? So the catalyst itself was blown up to be something bigger than it was going to be at the end of the day. And what happened as a result is a lot of people who were expecting a moonshot of $5 to $10 XRP based on that victory suddenly turned extremely bearish on the project because they were angry, rightfully so. Somebody had set their expectations so high. Now, is it the fault of the content creator that's doing that? No. It's, well, yes it is. Yes, sorry, I shouldn't have said no. I mean, yes it is. Okay. But more importantly, it is also the fault of the individual who had allowed their expectations to become so unrealistic. Doing research in crypto, guys, is crucial. And there's way too many people who solely rely on YouTube videos and X posts for their research, for their information, as opposed to actually going out and doing the research. And I know that's not sexy, it's not popular, people don't want to hear it, but it is what it is, guys. This is how you learn, right? Um, there's catalysts that will set prices up for, moonshots sometimes, like listings, for example, on Coinbase or Binance. But even those have started to become a little bit lessened over time. Now, the most important saying in crypto, well, one of the most important sayings in crypto is time in the market beats timing the market. And a lot of people don't quite understand what that means. And what it means is that when you've been around for a couple of cycles, you're able to identify and not be like identify misinformation and misleading information in terms of catalysts and stuff. And you're then able to hedge against that kind of stuff in terms of your expectations, right? Um, because that's what happens, guys. You could be in a fantastic project and somebody hypes you up, and it's your responsibility to not allow yourself to get hyped up to that point as well, right? But someone hypes you up and then it doesn't perform the way you were expecting, and then you get mad and bearish on the project, and you're like, I want to get out of this project. That's a lack of patience. That's a mistake. That's a trap. It's a mistake that a lot of people fall into. Guys, these are crucial mistakes that people make in crypto. And that's why 90% of people in crypto don't make life-changing wealth, because they don't have someone guiding them to avoid these pitfalls and these mistakes, and allowing your emotions to overtake you and get out of a project early, whatever project it is, early, because it didn't perform in the moment, in the short term, the way that you wanted it to, right? And I've seen it again 100 times over. So people get out of the project and then it finally starts to run. They hold it for 2-3 years and then they get frustrated because a catalyst didn't propel it to the moon. So they sell and they're like, screw this project, I'm done. And then a couple months later, the project just moonshots and they're like, what the hell, right? Guys, time in the market will give you the experience to be able to identify this stuff and not allow your emotions to overwhelm you, right? Um, and how this pertains to JASMY. Well, you might be saying there, well, what does this have to do with JASMY? And I talked about it in another video that comes out, I think, tomorrow, but just to touch on it briefly, is just that the innovation zone is exactly what I'm talking about, the monitoring zone, guys. And how the expectations of a lot of people, I think, are being risen to some unrealistic level. I personally don't think it's going to be the catalyst that people think it's going to be, right? I could be wrong. I'm not saying it's not going to be a catalyst at all. I'm just saying it's not going to propel JASMY to $1 or anything like that, or even 50 cents, because Binance removed it from the monitoring zone. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think people care. I think it's going to be a nothing burger. People are going to see that news and they're going to go, cool, awesome. It's bullish, awesome. So what else you got, right? That's kind of what I see happening. I could be wrong, but I just wanted to put it out there, guys, to keep your expectations in line with reality a little bit, right? This is not, despite what people think, crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not some overnight, for every one person you hear who put $800 into a meme coin and walked out with 8 million, there's millions of people who got wrecked. Okay. This asset class to succeed in crypto, it's going to take patience and it takes time. It's going to take you probably at least 2 full cycles to become a millionaire or a multimillionaire. And that's if you're doing things right. So you can shorten that amount of time by doing something like joining our Patreon. We have a group discussions on a multitude of subjects where you can join a community and you can learn from other people's mistakes, and people can help talk you off those ledges that you're going to sell too early, or give up on a project, or buy into a project, or whatever the case might be, to help avoid making those kinds of mistakes. We have very important group conversations, video call conversations that you want to be a part of, right? So don't make that mistake, guys. You're going to try to do this alone. Jump into a community like ours over on the Patreon. The link's down below, and you can book one-on-one coaching calls with me. You can join our video calls our discussion groups, where we talk about a wide range of things, guys. Hot wallets, cold wallets, onboarding, offboarding your fiat, moving money from your crypto exchange back to your bank accounts, DeFi plays, staking, APR, stable coins. What are you going to do with your profits through this bear run? Creating a plan, an exit strategy, profit taking, compounding your gains, just everything in between. Like I said, DeFi plays. Get involved, guys. Get over to the community. The link's down below. Avoid these kinds of mistakes. We hope to see you over on the Patreon, guys. The link's down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video.